Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Everything is vanity, and it's like chasing the wind, and it's vexation of spirit, says the preacher. Now, a lot of people look at this like it's a negative statement, like it's something made by someone who had no idea what they are talking about. But I'll give you a small background. Solomon was king of Israel after his father David. Solomon, in the beginning, it is written, he prayed for, God came to Solomon and basically asked him, Solomon, what do you want? It's a question I guess a lot of people today would want to be asked by God. The creator of everything is asking you, what do you want? And typically the expectation is that, you are young, so you would want to have the money, you want to, if it is in our generation, you want the baddest bitches around, you want the glitz and the glamour, you want to be maybe a musician or an actor in Hollywood, but Solomon went a different route. He asked for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so that he can be able to rule effectively as a king over such a great nation as Israel. And this moved the heart of God. This is what the scripture said, because God, didn't expect such an answer from such a young man. He asked for something which had to do with his role rather than making it about himself. And what happened is he got, in addition to this, because he asked for such a profound thing, it is said that God gave him everything else, wealth, fame, and everything else, because he sort of asked for the core of these things. And then when you read throughout the life of Solomon, he kind of went a different route. He was more of a wise person when it came to speech, and less so in doing. At some point the scripture tells us he had 700 wives, or is it 300 wives and 700 concubines, which is not a very wisdomly thing to do. And it is also said that at some point he did not deny himself of anything he wanted. Whatever he wanted, he gave to himself. He made it happen. Whatever women, whatever experience, whatever. And then, in the midst of all this going, this is where he writes this very profound statement, because this is someone who has lived large. They've had everything that one can possibly have in life. They have been to the pinnacle of fame and money and riches and wealth, and they come back to their senses and they say, actually, all this is vanities. It's all like you are chasing the wind, because how many women will you fuck realistically in life? But it's because you are starved of women, you think, sleeping around is profound. But for those who have unlimited access, how many can you really do? How many houses can you buy? How many cars can you drive? How many jobs can you work? How many apps can you create? This is why he says all this is like chasing the wind. Only those of us on this end who have not made anything of ourselves, we think graduation will make us happy. We think getting married will make us happy. We still think buying a new house will make you happy, but it doesn't. Everything is only meaningful because you don't have it. Once you have it, it becomes normal and you are on to the next thing. That is just how human beings are wired. You are wired for the next thing. You are never satisfied. So then what is the goal of life? What is the meaning? Why are we here? Well, sorry to say, but you kind of have to figure that out for yourself. Because contrary to popular belief, life really has no meaning except the meaning you give it. That's really it. There's no meaning. You are not called to do anything. You are called to do whatever you want to do. What things are only meaningful to you. If you don't give it meaning, there will be none.